In a room full of people, I look for you. Would you put me in? Did you look for me too? Tell me, is your story true? Wow! In a room full of people, I look for you. Would you avoid me or would you look for me too? Hello! You guys were camping! You guys were straight up camping! Or would you look... Let me put this over here. Let me put this over here. Ba-da-dum, 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 dun-dun-dun-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Thank you for claiming first, Sandachi. Hello. Hi, Sandachi. Hi, PJ Chi. Hi, Philip Chi. Hi, Hamachi. Hi, Painter Chi. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? Are you having a good Monday? I am, because it was a holiday. ¿Me dejaste visto? Did I? Did I forget to reply? I did, didn't I? I did! I saw your message and I was like, oh yeah, I'll reply in a second. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at replying to messages, okay? Please don't hold it against me. My sin is that I very easily forget things. Also, hi Dax Chi, even though Dax is going to sleep. Or else. Or freaking else. Hi Jin, I hope you're doing well. Yo estoy chido. Nice! I'm happy you're doing well, Sandachi. It just got better, finally Alien stage. Wait, what song are you really hyped for? Black Sorrow. How far down is Black Sorrow in this? Black... Oh, I don't know actually. Wait, this is so short. Okay. Alright. We're gonna watch it, okay? Let's just chill for a little bit. Let's just chill. Me inspiré cabrón hoy para una animación, pero ya me dio hueva. You can do it at your own pace, you know? Take it easy, take it slow. It's okay. It's okay. Yippee! Yippee! I ordered a coffee because I was like, okay, let me get some coffee so that I am energized. And I ordered it from this app, right? And it was like this really yummy tasting and looking coffee. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. Sure, fuck it. I'm feeling a little curious, you know? And I tried it. I mean, I ordered it. It arrived. And I pull out the coffee from, like, the bag. Bruh. Tell me why it was just, like, black coffee with, like, a little bit of water. And that's it. I don't like dark coffee at all. I don't. It has to have, like, milk. And it has to be sweet tasting. A little bit like vanilla is fine. So I had to put a complaint at the app, like, hey dude, that's not what I asked for. I got something that I didn't ask for. Like, what the hell? And I immediately got refunded, which was amazing. So the coffee sucked. The coffee absolutely sucked. But I made popcorn to make up for it, so we have some snacks while we watch this. Real, but it's 190 frames? Are you making a whole ass anime? What the hell? What the hell are you making, Sandachi? Jesus. I feel the thirst for Luca and Ivan from a mile away. Wait, really? Really? An anime opening. Oh, that's so fun. What the hell? Sandachi, I wish I had your ability and dedication and passion for drawing, because I don't have that shit anymore. It's absolutely insane. Thank you for the 55 stream streak, Philip Chi. How was your guys' weekend? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it, because I spent my entire Sunday sleeping. I went to bed, I think at 5 a.m. on Sunday. And then I woke up at 2 p.m., bro. And then I went to sleep at like 2 a.m., I think. I wasn't even awake for like 12 hours yesterday. That's insane. But I did sleep really well. I drew an idol. I watched Castaway and have only eaten once. What? Why have you only eaten once? What's Castaway? We are castaways. Oh, with Tom Hanks. Is it the one where he becomes friends with like a coconut or something like that? Wednesday? Friday. No, what's his name? Thursday? Wilson? Wait. Oh, am I making a name for it? Come to Norge, I will make you surströmming and smalahove so you eat. You don't want to eat Well, actually, I don't know. Sandachi, would you like smalahove? It's a volleyball made by Wilson named Wilson. Gotcha. I've never seen that movie, but I know it's a very famous movie. Hi, Butterchi. How are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for the pets. Oh, and thank you for the blood. Where's my water? What is my water bottle? Guys, by the way, you know how I told you guys that I bought May like this senior food? This senior rabbit food, right? And it was very expensive. It is, I want to say 30 times more expensive than his normal food, right? And this motherfucker it arrived on Friday. On Saturday evening or nighttime, actually. On Saturday, I take him to his cage, so he sleeps there, and I feel his food, feel his hay, and all of those things. I go to bed. I wake up and I see that his plate is now in my room, because normally, like, the way that it works, I would put him in his cage during the night, and then my mom in the morning, like at 6 a.m. or something like that, she will bring May back into my room and bring like his food and check his water and all of those things in my room. So I wake up and I see that his plate is kind of empty, and I was like, oh my god, damn, he really did eat. Like, he liked the food, right? I was like, damn, he liked the food. That's so great. Turns out, Mr. May flipped his entire plate of food in his cage, and it all like spilled at the bottom of his cage, which, you know, we have like a bunch of bedding and stuff for his pee so that it doesn't stink the entire house. Bro, he flipped an entirely full plate of food. Of expensive food. I was like, dude, you can't do that. So now he's grounded, and I had to change his plate so that he cannot flip it as easily anymore. But now he's grounded because he was being a little bit mean. But it's okay. I forgive him. I forgive him. He lets me know when he doesn't like stuff, and I have to accept it. That's all I have to do. I don't want to eat Koba's head. Is it a goat? Wait, I thought Smalahub. Wait. Smalahub. Oh, sheep. I thought it was a cow. True, it's a sheep's head. Stingy ass old man. No, he's fine. He's just a man, you know, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. No, he's just a dude that knows what he likes, you know? Whenever you try to change routine for old people, they don't like it. So he's just doing, you know, he's just being a normal old guy. Koa ain't a goat, he a sheep. Yeah, I always mix them up. They're kind of like the same animal for me. Ever since I took down the baby gate from my bedroom, my sister's dog just barges in like he owns the place. That's his house. You're just being a guest in it. Clearly. Clearly. That's what's happening. Okay. So, today, so the plan for today, we are gonna watch Alien Stage for the first time ever. I have no idea what Alien Stage is. I just know it's like an animation or something like that. And I know the characters are very cute looking. But I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's like a musical. I don't know if it's like a webtoon turning into like music. I don't know if it's like a group. I don't know anything about it. Not a single thing. So I'm going to be watching Alien Stage for the first time. And I hope I like it. I don't know. I told Powo it's Alien Stage time and motherfucker is playing League. I get it. I get it. I too want to play League right now. I really want to play League. But we're gonna watch it. Also, PJC, thank you so much for sending me the correct order. You won't when you see Luca? We'll see, we'll see. We will see. Alright. Do I need to put subtitles or anything like that? Or nah? Why is it so big? Hold on. In a room full of people. Oh, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. You decide. Do I need... It's all Korean. Okay, so I probably need... I don't speak Korean, so... I might need, But it's implied story, there's no dialogue. Okay. Okay. Sure. I mean, let's see. Oops. I forgot to unmute. Okay. Sorry. Alright, let's see what this is. Let's see what the fuss is about. Ooh. Okay, retro.
화려한 조명 속에 물들어가는 하얀 드레스 아마 내게 아침은 오지 않을 거야 거친 말처럼 이 모든 게
Wait, I love the vibes. It's so retro.
It's just sweet dream 오늘이야 기다려줘 곧 널 만나러 갈게 Lord please 노래가 끝나면 날 구원해줘 제발 철벽 위 그 끝에선 자꾸 여린 날 거둬주소서 Now I live in darkness Bring me brightness Show me proof you hear my sound Live in darkness
Oh.
Bring me brightness Show me proof that you're here now
There's homosexuality? Hell yeah. Wait, I love the vibe. I love the vibe. It was so retro.
나의 클레마티스 심연에서 핀 희망 오 나의 클레마티스 항상 곁에 있어줘 높은 지르게 담 이곳에 피어난 너 네 눈 안에 은하 별빛이 펼쳐지네 끝없이 깊은 남은 네 향으로 널 찾아
Okay.
우 안에서 잠들어도 내 우주 떠나지 마. 오 나의 클레마티스 시면에서 핀 희망
Why are they crying?
오 나의 클레마티스 항상 곁에 있어줘
Versus? But they're besties. What do you mean versus?
당신은 신을 믿나요?
신을 믿나요?
옛날에 인류는 신을 믿고 종교를 가졌대. 사람의 힘으로 해결할 수 없는 것들이 신의 뜻이라 믿고 온 우주가 지구를 향해 돌았다는 말도 믿고 감히 닿을 수 없는 하늘과 이어지는 곳은 신이 사는 곳이었던 거야. 인류가 우주를 나온 순간부터 우리 모두 신을 잊어버렸어. 헌데 신을 믿는다는 것이 인간적인 거라면 내가 인간으로서 할 수 있는 것이 믿는 것이라면 나의 신, 나의 우주
Oh, one of them is gonna die. Nope.
오 나의 클레마티스 시면에서 진 희망
Damn, R.I.P.
오 나의 클레마티스 제발 곁에 있어줘 나의 클레마티스
Okay, so is it really a sing for your life moment? R.I.P. girl. You better sing for your life, girl. Thank you for the 55 stream streaks on the tea. Thank you, thank you. Oh! It's called Alien Stage. It's 1v1 singer thing where you sing for your life. Okay. Oh, well, I mean, we know who's gonna live. It's literally the anime protagonist thing. Where everyone in the background has like brown or black hair, and then it's like the anime protagonist has like fucking orange with green and pink hair. It's like, huh, I wonder who the main character is. Like, this guy's just got aura, you know? crush on her. The guy's like, oh, I'm not making it. He's got a little fang! Okay. Didn't love this song, I'm gonna be so for real. Sorry to this man, but... Little fang! Is he a vampire? Round 2 is mid? Oh. This is peak? Okay. Jorkin.
질척한 어둠 웅크린 모습 고개를 저어도 네 같은 자리에 닿지 않는 너 나 홀로 상상해 빛이 나는 너 옆에서 나 So black like as it can be 다가가면 갈수록 깊어지는 듯이 Like a black black sorrow
Wait, he likes the guy from round 2?
너의 눈길이 닿는 곳에 네 손길 스칠 곳에 하염없이 너만을 기다리고 검은 어둠 속 붉은 빛 모래시계를 돌려 긴 시간을 놓아 So black like as it can be 다가가면 갈수록 깊어지는
Oh, his fit is fire, dude. So black! Hi, Patochi! His outfit is so good. I love his outfit. Okay, I did like this one. Ebondween. Oh my god. Does this mean Bampy Boy dressed up as him? Clearly. They're the same person. Oh, afraid so? Okay, we're gonna have to you have to do it to him. You just had to do it to him. All right, next is the little blonde guy. Hi, Patachi. How are you doing? Wait. Who was the singer here? This guy? Wonyoung? I guess so. Recording is like who sings, right? Top left? Oh. Oh! Byung-hun. Park Byung-hun. His voice sounded so familiar. Ya fue la first round? Yes. And then the mid second round. I didn't like the second round at all. Oh. Wait, did I skip one? No, right? It goes from round 3 to round 5? Or is one missing? It's in order? Okay. So there's... Okay. Okay. Oh, we didn't see his round. Wait, actually? What? I'm using the playlist you sent me, but it goes from round 3 to round 5. So that's why I'm asking. That's how it goes? Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
빛이 등져도 돼 넌 빛나는 태양도 잠식시켜 my style
Okay, so is this guy like a psychopath?
눈빛 속에 세상을 다 가진 완벽한 피사체
Wait! I love his voice! Holy shit! That little part?
슬픈 눈빛 속에 세상을 다 가진
That little like na 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 reminds me so much of Chonghyun from SHINee. My Jong.
슬픈 눈빛 속에 세상을 다 가진 완벽한 피사체
It's Luca.
My savior 가련한 영혼이여 I don't believe you're on fire 나의 어둠과 너의 어둠이 겹쳐질 때 그대로 내게 맡겨 영광이 아름다워 끝이 없는 더워 낯이 없는 줄
한순간에 무너뜨릴
눈이 멀어지고 들리지가 않아 부서진 방울 My savior 가련한 여인이여 Make me your God I can give you everything 나의 어둠과 너의 어둠이 겹쳐질 때 그대로 내게 맡겨
Oh, girl. You're flashing everyone. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. Huh. Bloom? Wait, what's... How do you pronounce that name? Warning, blood, dead, and flashlights. Okay. Oh, top 3. You can skip this? Why? I don't know why it's there, but it's just a funk end. Yo! Scheiß on funk! Yay! Dance? Hell yeah! I hate to be a cliche woman, but... Oh shit! Hola, Bubu! Gracias por la red, ¿cómo están? Welcome, welcome! I was just about to say, I hate to be a cliche woman, but I do love me a fucked up character. O sea, como el que siempre está todo golpeado y así. He looks hot. I don't know, he's fucked up. Buenas, buenas. ¿Cómo nos fue en el Marvel? Hola, Mtiki. Hola, hola, welcome. Hello. Hola, Draco, ¿cómo estás? A gusto, a gusto. Nice, qué bueno, qué bueno. Estamos con el funk a todo lo que da, ¿eh? Opening de quién es. Estamos viendo Alien Stage. Es como unas... I don't know how to explain it. Es como una animación musical, videos musicales que cuentan una historia y están todos conectados. Eso es lo que estamos viendo. Web series. Todavía no le entiendo la trama, entonces... Yeah. Hola, was all. Hola, was all. Voy a calentar mi hamburger. Provechito, patachi. Provecho, provecho. Pero al parecer... Ok, según lo que tengo entendido, al parecer... es un 1v1 cantando and like people die. I don't know. O sea, no sé, es como un Hunger Games. Cantan enfrente de aliens y si se y pues el que gana sobrevive y el que no, plomazo. Según entendí. Yep. Humans slaved by aliens for entertainment plus Hunger Games. Misisua. Okay. She's not dead yet? What the hell? I thought they were gonna Plaka, you know? Loading screen video. Oh.
화려한 등장에 눈이 커지고 심장이 뛰는 거야. 오케이. 반항해도 소용은 없을 거야. 철이 없는 바보들의 해지니야. 끝없이 이어지는
Wait, did they rescue them? Did she rescue them?
노랫소리 들려 성운을 채워봐. 웃어봐. Hey, kick and break out. 빛나는
She's close as fuck. She does look cold as fuck.
낭만으로 가득 찬 우주의 오늘은 마지막까지 남아있는 사람이 누굴까 궁금해 궁금해 규칙이 없는 규칙 속 갇혀버린 새는 날아가 점점 더 커지는 노랫소리 들려 성운을 채워봐 웃어봐 Hey, kick and break, yeah.
Eee, wait. It's a chichon. Ooh. R.I.P. Ooh. He killed him. Is it the blonde guy? It is, right? It has to be the blonde guy. Luca? Sisi? It cut her hair. Wow. Crazy bullet. Missing. Okay. Oh no! We're gonna have a cunt war going on, happening over here. Ew. Was that an eye with a needle? This one is just sad.
널 놓치고 싶지 않아 부디 내게 상처를 내줘 부디 날 아프게 해줘 내가 한 방울도 안 남을 때까지 너로 물들여
Oh, I really like his voice.
겨울이 남아들길 더 부숴도 괜찮아 지금 나의 상처를 봐줘 지금 나를 치유해줘 내 불안이 그저 가라앉도록 내게 물들게 그려진 네 맘들 위에 쓰러진 곤고에 질린 날 보니
He's horny for blood. He really is vampire boy for real. Don't kiss him.
끝없는 이 노래 서로를 향해 춤춰 우리의 이야기 영원에 묻힌 채
Yo! They killed Bambi Boy? Hola, Milk. He threw so he could live? Damn. I thought he was going for the PETA strat where he's like, if it weren't for the baby, you know? I thought he was going for that strat where there's no way they can kill us if we sell the show that we're both in love. Damn! No, they killed Bambi Boy. Por eso mi mamá me decía no besos a hombres. Nah, Ivan was winning and kissed him before sabotaging himself. Damn. That's rough, dude. That's hella rough. I really like that song. That song was great. That song was really, really good. This video includes animated blood and screen flashes that can cause photosensitive epilepsy. Please don't watch if you're mentally and physically weak. And please stop watching the video if you feel dizziness. Okay?
Oh, in a blink on, 놓칠 수 없어. Blink and gone.
더 카카오스 틱톡 무조건 즐겨봐 blink on
Oh, in a blink on. Let's go. 오늘 이 순간 다시는 오지 않아. 파티가 시작돼 and let's go crazy. 손 흔들어 리듬에 몸을 맡겨봐. 이 음악 on and on. 조명은 내 눈을 간지러 피곤한 웃음 짓고 빛나는 시간이 사라지기 전에 Oh, we no blink on 모두 잊고 즐겨봐 Oh, we no blink on 놓치지 마 이 순간 I'm you blink on 후회 남기지 마라
This guy? Is it Luca? What's the name of the other guy? The one that was with Ivan just now. This guy reminds me of the typical anime guys that are like Subarashi. That are like hella freaking weird. Like the one in Tokyo Ghoul when he... Is it when he like smells Kaneki or something like that? Smells Kaneki's blood that he goes like crazy sniffing on that napkin? Or Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. He.
Oh, when I blink on, blink and gone, 지금만 뛸게. Ain't no blink on. 머리는 비워, 짐은 필요 없어. 파티를 책임져. And no, don't look back now. 어제도 내일도 나에겐 없는 거야. It's this moment for no. 용기는 우리를 감싸 안고 맘을 일으키고 뜨거운 이 전율은 하늘 끝까지 퍼져나가. Oh, when I blink on, 모두 이곳을 려봐.
I like this song.
놓치지 마 이 순간. I'm telling you blink on, 후회 남기지 마라. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, blink on. 모두 잊고 즐겨봐. Oh, in a blink on, 놓치지 마 이 순간. I'm telling you blink on, 후회 남기지 마라. The clock goes tick tock, tick tock. Oh, in a blink on, 모두 잊고 즐겨봐. Oh, in a blink on, 놓치지 마 이 순간. I'm telling you blink on, 후회 남기지 마라. The clock goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, blink on.
Oh. Oh. I thought he was gonna make it. Notice how Teal's mic is red while Lucas is green. It's not confirmed, but people think Teal got sabotaged. Wait, really? Okay, hold on. Let me finish this one. This song was really good. Well, but his microphone is always red, isn't it? Like the thing that he always has, I don't know what that is. I don't know what the thing he has around his neck is always red. In the ear. Oh, here. As a choker. Yeah, but sometimes he has it over his mouth. I don't know what that means.
하늘 끝까지 퍼져나가. Oh, when I blink on, 모두 이곳을 려봐. Oh, when I blink on, 놓치지 마 이 순간. I'm telling you blink on.
Oh. That is true. That is true.
남기지 마라. tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, blink on.
Interesting. No. Le entregaron la nota.
어서 잠들거라. 눈을 감으면 낙원에서 뛰놀 거라.
그새 초라한 다른 꿈을 꾸나
고요하게 내리는 차디찬 시선
So if you can't sing, you're fucked. Completely fucked.
갈 때처럼
Basically.
바람이 춤추고 간절하게
Kind of like a dog.
결의 새
Well, but at least they don't kill you for entertainment. Maybe that's the meta.
품을 거야 노래하던 바다
Oh, my baby! Iwan is so cute. I love him. He's still alive. I don't know about you. Nah, he didn't die. There's no way he died.
망에 젖은 날개 겨울에 펼쳐 손바닥만큼도 못한 새싹처럼
What? What?
슬픔이 춤추고 무던하게 새벽을 깨려 할 때 자연스레 품을 거야 노래하던 바다 널 많이 미워했어. 나는 매 시간 다음으로 나아가야 하는데 그랬는데 네가 내 유일한 약점이었지. 그래서 네가 너무 미웠어. 루카, 사랑하며 살아. 아픔도 나약함도 못 봐주게 부끄러운 순간들도 받아들여. 스스로를 용서해. 몇 번이고 몇 번이고 모든 건 그때부터 시작이야.
What? I am so confused. Okay. Okay, because you can see in the crowd aliens have humans and leashes. Yeah. Loki, this is one of those you have to watch like 4 times to piece together. I see. Yeah, I forstår. This
위선 떨지 마. 너나 나나 구원받을 자격 없어.
그대와 함께 있나 멀리 지하의 별로 우리 영원 어쩜 그 너머까지 당신과 나도 우리 그대와 함께 있나 비로소
A for story cake. Oh, that was a cool sequence. Oh,
우릴 감싸느며 당신과
that was a cool sequence too.
흐드러지게 웃지
Whoa.
타고서 영원히 영원한 곳으로 그대와 함께
Okay, visually, this one is my favorite. Lore-wise, I don't understand what's happening.
고백할 게 있어요. 그 애는 매일 밤 남몰래 죽음을 연습하고 있었어요. 사실 알면서 모른 척했어요. 아마도 전 그 애한테 그렇게까지 절박하지 않았나 봐요. 언니의 사랑과는 다르다는 거 알아요. 하지만 이것 또한 사랑이었어요. 그 누가 뭐라 할 수 있겠어요? 언니도 그 애의 표정을 봤다면 날 질책할 수 없을걸요?
어스름 내려와 우릴 감싸느며 당신과 내 심장 흐드러지게 웃지
Oh, they were so cute.
바람을 타고서 영원히 영원한 곳으로 그대와 함께 라며 이상
애초에 당신은 도망치고 있는 것뿐이야. 단 한순간도 자신의 진짜 감정을 직면하지 않았지. 적당한 대의나 정의 같은 것에 매달리면 뭔가 해결되는 것 같았나요? 돌아온 게 그 개죽음이고 자유가 주어진다 한들 우린 똑같이 외로웠을 거예요. 인간
오케이.
그 자체가 이 모든 괴로움의 주범이니까.
That was a cool drawing.
사랑하면서도
Oh, fire drawing.
없는 존재들이니까.
어스름
I love it when people draw
우릴 감싸느며
bunnies, like consuming flesh.
내 심장 흐드러지게 웃지 바람을 타고서 영원히 영원한 곳으로 그대와 함께 라며
Diablo sin molo. Okay. 아하.
인간에겐 그리고 이 짐승들에겐
Who's Isaac?
어린 것의 순수함은 사치였다. 끝나지 않는 고통 속에서 사랑하고 사랑하며 언젠가 올날의 희망을 품는 것은 살고자 하는 본능인가 이타심인가. 그 중심에 있던 여자, 지금은 마녀라 불리는 그 여자는 늘 사랑을 찾곤 했다. 그 사랑을 탓할 수 있을까? 이 원자의 굴레는 어디서부터 왔으며 도무지 해답이 없는 시련을 이
Who's this guy?
생명들이 극복할 수 있을까?
Okay. Who the fuck is that? Oh my god. Tail? So he's alive? Wait, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. He survived? He did? He lives on a side. Okay, did she die? Oh, wait, hold on. All right. Is that the last one? That is the last one. What the fuck? Okay. All right. Let's see. So we have to pull out Psy for this because I need to make a diagram. Okay. So first we have Hyuna, which is the girl, the thick eyebrows, brown hair girl. Okay, that's Hyuna. And then we have Luca, which is the blonde guy. Let me draw. Oopsie. Let me draw like some blonde hair and like curly. Blonde hair, curly. Blonde hair, curly. Okay? All right. Hyuna is girl with really big eyebrows. I mean this with peace and love. Her eyebrows were very bold, okay? Eyebrows and like whatever, like just eyebrows. Okay. And then there was another guy whose name we don't know because he was pretty much the dead wife. Okay? And then we had dark-haired girl. I'm just gonna give her like the dark hair girl. And then we have pink-haired girl, because I don't know her name. Sua? Okay, her name is Sua. Alright, let's write Sua. Sua. Misi, okay. Misi. Miji. We have Miji. We're just gonna give her like pink hair like this, whatever. This makes sense. Okay. Then we have Til. Who's also like blonde, but it's a little bit lighter. I'm just gonna give it like this. It's fine, whatever. It's fine. It's cool. And then we have Ivan, whatever. I'm just gonna give him like black hair, sort of like this. Oh, yeah, this works. Okay. So these are all the characters that we see. All right. My Ivan. Oops. I chopped off some of Luca's hair. Okay. So here's what I think the order of things is, okay? I think for some reason, look at the grody mentioned. I think for some reason, Hyuna and the guy that died are older than everybody else. Because I feel like she escaped and joined the rebellion or whatever, like, before this group were old enough to participate in the thing, right? So I think she's older. However, I don't know why her and Luca, I don't know how it works. I don't know if, like, you can still hang out with kids that are younger than you, but I feel like he's younger because he is in the same group as these guys, but he still hung out with Hyuna and the guy. So them three were very close friends. Actually, I'm gonna make it on another thingy. Them three were Hyuna's. Okay, so Hyuna is way older than the rest. Luca. Damn! So it's not even like the Hunger Games where if you win once, you're set. It's like you're not gonna be drafted again. In this shit, you keep being drafted. Damn. Okay, so it's back for. Oh damn, that is rough. What is the point? Well, I guess entertainment for the people in the capital. All right, so the three of them were very good friends. I'm gonna put a blue heart for friendship, okay? The three of them were besties, were very good friends. And then, for some reason, Luca kills this guy when he's still a kid. I'm gonna put a green heart for killing. Okay. Luca kills this kid when they're still children for some reason. This guy dies. So now Hyuna, maybe green is not okay. Hold on, I'm cooking. So blue heart is for friend. Green is for kills. Let's go purple for hates. And let's go red for loves. Okay. The stick is still... No, wait. I'm cooking. Okay, hold on. Okay, so Hyuna loves Luca because they're still friends. Like, this is still the kid that they were really good friends with. But she hates him and she goes away. She's like, fuck this shit. I'm leaving. I'm becoming a revolutionist or whatever. And then comes this group, all right? So, very obviously, these two love each other. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do it like this. These two love each other. They are lesbians. They love each other so much. The love is reciprocated. Okay? Then we have Till and Miji. They are friends. But Till he is in love with Miji. Miji is not in love with Till. She only sees him as a friend. Okay? And then Ivan is in love with Till. Till is only friends. Question mark? Ivan is in love with Luca? What? He kisses Till to save Till. No? What do you mean he's in love with Luca? Hold on. No, he kisses Till. Is it misinformation? No, that's Till. What do you mean it's Luca? That's Till, bro. What? What? No. It was Ivan and Till. PJ Chi, what were you watching? Were you watching with your eyes closed? Which round was it? This one, round 6, right? They're so similar. They are very similar. They really are similar. This is Till. Look, this is Till. His hair is more straight. Luca has curly hair. Oh yeah, his hair is like blue. Yeah, that's true. Like grayish blue. Yeah, no. Ivan is in love with Till. This is not Luca. This is Till, okay? Wait, hold on. Let me pause it on a better frame. There we go. There we go. This is Till. It was Luca and Till all along. What? What do you mean? What do you mean it was Luca and Till all along? Oh, the final? No, wait, what? Ivan, yeah, Ivan and Till. Yes, it's Ivan and Till. It wasn't Luca. I'm crashing out, my world shattered. Okay. I do think, however, hold on. I do think that Luca is in love with Hyuna. And my theory is that Hyuna was in love with this guy. And that's why Luca killed him. Right? That's why I think he killed this guy, so he could be with Hyuna. And then Miji and Hyuna became friends while they were rebels. So, that's what I think the dynamics are, okay? Let me change Till's hair color. This color is not correct. Ah! It's more like this color. I can't believe all this time you thought it was Luca, PJ. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Okay. And then in the last chapter or the last song or whatever, they're talking about, like, Michi talks about how Sua always wanted to die. Wait. She loves dying. But I don't know if Miji at some point also loved Till. I feel like she didn't. No, I don't feel she loved Till at all. Never mind. I feel like it was just like friendship type of love, you know? Like familiar type of love. Oh, and Miji fucking hates Luca. I don't know if Luca hates Miji, but Miji beat him up twice, boy. Like, holy shit. Okay. That's what I think the relationships are. And then Sua is dead. Did Luca die? I just read the relationship between Till and Ivan. Ivan was the only one to ever be kind to Till, so Till wanted to protect Ivan no matter what, but Ivan did one last action of love and sacrifice himself so Till could live on. Offing myself. Yeah, all this time you thought Ivan died for Luca, dude. No, 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 no. It was for Till. It was for Till. I know the difference. I just switched it. Okay, all right. All right. If you say so, buddy. If you say so, buddy. And who you thought were in the finals? The motherfuckers are both blonde twins. True. They do look very alike, but it's okay. We're not gonna shame artists for same face syndrome, because happens to all of us. Okay, did Luca die at the end? And did Miji die at the end? Was Till the only one that survived? Hold on. Alien stage. Explain. Explain. Explaining the entirety of Alien stage. All right, let's see if my understanding was correct. Freaky.
If you can, imagine this. You're in a futuristic world where aliens have come to Earth and taken it over, and now they're keeping humans
1 hour?
captive.
Yeah,
For their
boy.
entertainment, aliens are making you and your friends compete in their version.
This is the
of
best
race,
part
while
about
you're
discovering a new sort of like story or whatever. The deep dive videos that last more than 30 minutes, hopefully within an hour or 2 hours, and you get to watch them and you get to be like, yes, I see. I'm in the same brain frequency as you are. I understand what you're saying to me. The language in which you're speaking to me right now resonates within my bones. That is the best part about finding new content, finding new stories.
being forced to sing against your will. You're being watched in a giant stadium or stage, which gives the series' title its meaning. The stakes of the show being that if you happen to lose against your opponent, even just by 1 or 2 points, then you're sentenced to death on the spot. Rounds exist, and if you're lucky enough to win yours, then you go up against whoever won the last, like boxing or fighting brackets. You grew up and lived in constant fear for not only yourself, but others around you, because in the blink of an eye, anything and everything that you love can be taken away from you with no mercy. Alien Stage, an animated series on YouTube led by Vivianos in collaboration with co-director QMeg.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. When they say Bivi knows, they don't mean baby no money, right? They don't mean that BB knows, right? No? Okay. I was like, what?
And produced by Studio Lego.
I was like, he's in
is exactly
everything
that. And in the
nowadays.
last
What
few
the
months,
hell?
Has taken over a good chunk of the internet, especially queer people who love to read about queer yearning. And around April of last year, my best friend recommended this series to me when the last piece of Alien Stage media that had been posted was round 6. Since then, it took me another 6 months to get into it, where we both sat down for about an hour, her pausing every minute or so to explain what on earth was going on. At the time, I didn't really enjoy the media to its fullest because I found it annoying that you needed outside explanations to be able to fully understand the series. I wish that I could have had a full guide at the time, a sort of master doc explaining every single round and character and relationship, so that I could get into it, you know, not 6 months later, because honestly, part of this was because I didn't know where to start with it. This video essay is meant to be this master doc, and I'm sure that the length of it really reflects that.
What the
I'm
hell?
going to hope that the chapters worked in this video, but I'm not trusting you.
Is the volume okay, by the way?
So there's going to be timestamps in the description of this video so that you can get a better look of what I'm going to be covering. Since I want this to be available for not only fans of the series, but people who haven't heard of it or watched it yet.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, there's comics! Oh. You gotta study this show for half a year before you can watch
I'm gonna
it.
keep this spoiler free, as in deaths and other
It is what it is, you know?
points won't be hinted at or anything until right when they're
There's
revealed to the
comics?
audience.
Apparently!
For visuals, I'm gonna try my best to show clips and images from the rounds and videos as they happen, but because I know I'm gonna eventually run out of footage to show, since I talk about some specific things for a while. Everything in this series has subtext, guys. You'll understand once I get into it. I'm going to be rotating between fan art, fan reactions, and any other related visuals that I can find. On a similar
I really
note,
like that part
since
with
I'm
like
gonna
the
be
crystal
covering the
hearts.
songs in this series, I'll have
That
the
was a
one that
cool
I'm
video.
currently talking about playing in the background. Same thing goes with the songs that are being sung in each round. But once I start running out of songs, they'll be replaced by songs that generally remind me of Alien Stage. I also want to note that there are things here that I don't cover, either because I thought that they were unimportant, repetitive, or kind of irrelevant to what I was talking about, and mostly because I want anyone who watches this to be able to still have media to consume after this video, if this is your introduction to Alien Stage, or if you just want to go deeper with it. I'm going to be covering every round, plus Ouija and Karma. Vega. I feel like I should say it like that. Vega. Vega. Plus Vega and Karma. No, that just sounds stupid. I'm not going to do that. But any videos
I love her,
between
she's so
those,
considerate,
like all in or anything
right?
else, I don't mention that much or at all. For the songs, I went through I think almost all of them, but things like covers aren't mentioned, and again, there might be some that I ended up letting slip through the cracks. I also went through the comics, but when I do, I only bring up ones that I thought were important and had relevant details.
Pato, there's comics! There's comics, Patochi! Chicken run.
Before we get into anything important, I thought it'd be helpful to do a character
Yeah, these were, like, the
introduction
main
or,
four.
mini analysis so that
Then the others
not
were like
confused,
older,
because
so I don't feel like
I
they
got very easily
interacted
confused
that
with all
much,
the
right?
characters, even though there aren't many. So I'll just be giving a basic rundown description of things that set them apart from one another, so that it's easy to follow along. Mizzy is who we'll call our protagonist of the story, with the first present-day clip that we see of her being at the age of 22. Mizzy can easily be recognized by her bright, mostly pink hair and gold eyes. She's described by BB Nose. Baby no money. Okay.
Baby no
She's
money!
described by Vivi Nose herself as one of the most outgoing out of all of the main cast, always carrying a positive attitude. Her personality comes at a price, however, because she's almost unable to hide or mask her true emotions, something that is crucial to not only survive, but not go completely insane in a world like Alien Stage. Fans' opinions of Mizzy have started to sway, however, as in a comic made by Vivi Nose recently, it was shown that the good parts of Mizzy's personality was mostly all an act. Sua is introduced in the first round or episode of Alien
Positive, she
Stage,
put the fuck
alongside
out of
Mizzy,
Luca.
characterized by her
Deserved.
dark blue hair and black eyes. Sua is described as one of the more subtle
Deserved,
characters throughout
honestly.
the series, as she's rarely seen interacting with anyone else other than Mizzy. Sua is seen as very cold and distant on the outside, only warming up for Mizzy. But despite her hard exterior, she is actually a very delicate person and is fairly easy to upset. Like Sua, Ivan has dark hair. The only difference is his being black, his eyes matching the theme. Ivan, also like Sua, is a pretty reserved person, but in a different way. When he was younger, and even now, most people would consider Ivan to be quiet and a bit off-putting, due to the
My
fact that he was
Shayla.
raised in poverty and not knowing social cues very well. As he grew up, Ivan began to
He's
put more
also my
effort into
Shayla.
being perceived as normal.
I'm
doing
weak
things
to
like
guys with
practicing
little
style in the
fangs,
reflection of
obviously,
palms.
because that's
With
Bambi
gray hair
boy.
and teal eyes, Till is almost the complete opposite of Ivan, visually and personality-wise. In a now-deleted tweet, Vivino said that she considers Till to be the most sensitive and timid among all of the main cast and participants.
Okay,
Despite
question.
this, during Alien Stage, Till had a sort of rebellious streak.
Okay.
For him, at least, where he sang over one of his opponents during a round, something that's obviously against the rules, to win. In my opinion, Hyuna is one of
Why the fuck was he always beat up? Like, what was happening to him? Why was he constantly being beat up by, I don't know, people off screen, you know?
the most confident out of all of the main characters.
She's
With
27.
her brown hair, we're
Okay,
continuing the
okay.
streak of dark hair, but her grays keep some lightness in her character design. Hyuna is very laid back, acting playful even in the most
Wait, I didn't
dangerous
see
of
her
situations.
stats. I wasn't paying attention to their stats. Hold on. Whoa! Wow! Damn. This is what Phenomenon Man looks like towards the end of Dispatch. And tall. Holy! Wait, okay, hold on. I want to quickly go back to see everybody's stats because I wasn't paying attention to their stats. Okay. Damn. Alright, so she's consistently full of energy and always smiling, drawing people to her and staying in the spotlight. However, she can be a bit careless with details and her behavior is sometimes unpredictable, so it's worth being cautious with her. August 20, that's like a Leo, right? 162. Master Shine, what? Likes Sua, Anakt flowers, toothbrush. What? Okay. Dislikes studying and vegetables. What's the point of studying if you're gonna die? Like, you know, you're gonna die singing. Like, why would you go to school? You know, you're not gonna make it past 20 something at best. They had owners. Oh, Master is the alien that. Oh, ESFP. She's extroverted. Okay, her stats are. Wow, she doesn't have that much star potential. Interesting. Interesting. She's very mid. Okay, Sua. What? Damn. She's a liability. Okay. She has a cold and mysterious aura that piques the curiosity of beings across the globe. Because of her massive fan base throughout the universe, her life and career are carefully crafted and controlled. Wow, she still got obliterated first round. Skill issue. She likes Missy, singing, and stars. Dislikes strangers, unfamiliar things. And her stats are fucked. Okay. Ivan. Okay. Wow, he doesn't have that much star potential either. Place of birth, the slums. Okay. Likes classic literature, of course. Dislikes rudeness and ignorance. Fire starting with stones. He possesses good looks, a gentle nature, and professional skills which allow him to rank first among human pets, receiving numerous offers from investors. Furthermore, he expertly manages his fanbase and boasts the highest brand rating amongst the participants. Okay, damn. Till. Wow. Okay, no vocals. Interesting. No mental strength. Yikes. Likes Mizi, secret sketches, musical composition. Dislikes all Segein, including Urak. Oh, masters, I guess. Including Urak. Artist possesses a powerful energy that instantly captivates audiences with performances. His music consistently tops the charts. However, he has a history of behavioral issues which often makes him a subject of controversy. He is a participant who evokes the most conflicting reactions. INFP? Oh, he's just like me.
It was almost the complete.
He's just like me for real. And then Hyuna is just like, holy shit. Likes alcohol and cigarettes. Okay, she is so edgy. Oh my god. A charismatic vocalist with a powerful voice and captivating performances. If she had stayed on Alien Stage, she could have been Lucas Only worthy rival.
Hyuna is one of the most confident out of all of the main characters. With her brown hair, we're continuing the streak of dark hair, but her grays keep some lightness in her character design. Hyuna is very laid back, acting playful even in the most dangerous of situations. Despite this, however, she is known to have a softer side, especially when dealing with elements of her past. Luca shows up pretty early in the
He's 30? Wow! Damn! Holy shit! Old ass! He's so old! We don't know anything about him. He can do the splits, okay. An unparalleled genius idol who, with the Luca syndrome, single-handedly elevated the influence of human pets to a whole new level.
series, but we don't really get to know much of his backstory, character, or relevance until one of the final episodes. Luca's silhouette is quite blinding, with most of his character design being some shades of white or light yellow. While most of the aliens visibly do their equivalent of swooning over him, he is probably the most openly and obviously ruthless person in the main cast, manipulating Mizzy and Till during their rounds singing together. Despite his asshole of an exterior, however, throughout Hyuna's memories, we get to see much more of a softer side of him, it being implied that offstage, he really does love the ones close to him, but just doesn't always do a very great job at expressing it. This first round basically gives the viewer all of the background information and
I love this song, by the way.
Need to continue
I think this
and
one was
understand the rest
this
of the
one was one of
series.
my favorite
Kind of
ones.
more like a prologue than an episode 1. Our introduction to
so
Alien
good.
Stage opens with a montage of Mizzy and Sua growing up together in the current alien world. The extent of their fabricated childhood is honestly sickening because of the fact that they grew up in an act garden. Flash forward to them in the present day,
Wait,
singing
what?
together, or rather, the fact that they grew
Anact Garden, the daycare that the main cast grew up in, was
up in
raised.
an act garden. Flash
Like
forward to them in the
Clementine's.
present day, singing together, or rather against each other, in the first round of Alien Stage. Before we get to see the end of this round, however, we get a short backstory voiceover from our protagonist, Mizzy. She explains how before this all happened, this being Alien Stage, everyone on Earth believed that everything and all of their problems that they couldn't solve themselves could be solved by God, and that their Earth was the most important thing in the world. Beyond the sky was where the gods lived,
Okay.
they thought. But from the moment that humans decided to leave Earth and explore beyond, i.e. the universe, space, etc., they forgot entirely about the concept of God and religion. But Mizzy is only human. Having or believing in a religion is only human. And since their world's God is no longer relevant, she believes that Sua is her God, her universe. That line definitely won't come back to haunt us later. Flashback to the present with Mizzy and Sua competing against each other. They seem to be enjoying it, you know, looking into each other's eyes lovingly and all, until blood splatters against Mizzy's face. Mizzy won, Sua lost. Which means Sua's dead. Her collar is placed back on her neck, which immediately turns bright red. At the
Okay, wait, what?
her collar
Colors around their necks change color based on their moods. Oh, green happy, red unhappy.
placed back on her neck, which immediately turns bright red. At the end, we see the competition brackets for this entire series, inherently finding out that the rounds are only going to keep going until we reach the best or final contestant. Till enters the stage for his round against some rando. He starts to be calm and collected, despite the very obvious stakes at hand, established in the last round, all up until he starts thinking of Mizzy, and then we get a flashback. We see Till, probably, sneaking out from somewhere to see or rather watch Mizzy and Sua. He can be seen with bruises all over him, and is obviously, notably, watching them by himself. One could assume that he was maybe being
that was
bullied
such a
in
pretty
Alien Stage or an
illustration.
act garden, but we get more context in the next flashback sequence. Till bashing himself against a wall repeatedly. He was the one who inflicted this pain on himself. And another one of him hiding the flower crown that he just saw Sua crowning Mizzy with in one of the last flashback scenes. With Till being very obviously handcuffed or restrained, a figure, who, if we do a bit of digging, find out is his owner, looking over him.
Owners, aliens acting parents / guardians for the humans in
which is
Alien
obviously
stage.
what's making him hide the broken flower crown in the first place. We get a flash of him covered in blood and more bruises, now with an added mouth restraint, like he was beaten up either by himself or someone else and then discarded against the wall. Back to the present, right as Acorn tries to get some lines in before he gets absolutely devoured by Till, he smashes his guitar, and we're now able to see what it's composed of. Not really that important in my opinion, though the scene itself is pretty cool. It then flashes to an audience of aliens who don't seem very happy that Till has just broken what honestly in the current day world looks like what would be a very expensive guitar. Oh, and probably the fact that they didn't even get the chance to hear the opponent sing, but nah. In this economy, I don't think so. But despite all this, the aliens decide that it's Till that won. Obviously so, because the other contestant didn't even get a chance to say a fucking word. We then get a cut to Till again. Against the wall, tied up with one of his restraints, stopping him from speaking. Blood dripping down from his scalp and forehead. Which then cuts to Mizzy glancing over at him, and another character who remains faceless until we zoom in on— oh my god, it's Ivan! Round 3 starts with, again, backstory of another one of our main characters. Ivan grew up with the rest of the cast.
Hi, Double T, thank you for the 5 stream streak. How are you?
We open with Ivan singing
Hello,
his dedicated round against another complete stranger. I promise, they do sing against actual important people, I swear. Our first flashback with Ivan is with him when he was far younger, probably too young to even have formed a consciousness, which could explain why he seems so unbothered that he's currently being dangled off the edge of a cliff by an alien that's almost 10 times his current height. Bro is the final boss of nonchalance. Our next scene is him in this world's version of an adoption center, but with far more, possible child health concerns. Surrounded by other children who have yet to be chosen. Finally, he does get chosen and is taken by a noticeably rich family. Translation: his owners have a lot of money! We get a few seconds of Ivan in an axe garden again, obviously practicing singing with the other kids there. But the next scene keeps his deadpan face, flashing to their recess, where Ivan almost voluntarily decides to stay alone, watching the other kids have fun instead of trying to join in. We got our first major parallel here. Don't worry, you'll be seeing a lot of these in this series. Where for a split second, Mizzy and Sua's flower crown flashes across the screen, which is then followed by Till, running by Ivan, who he decides to follow. We return to the present for a second, with Ivan giving his opponent some time to sing for himself, before going back to where exactly Ivan had followed Till to, some sort of small field that he and Mizzy seemed to be trapped in, as they both had gotten cornered by some sort of alien monster. Mizzy was too stunned to speak, but we see as Till still attempts to try and fight back, while Ivan just stands there and watches. Another flash back to the present for a second of more of Ivan's beautiful singing, then we continue our flashback, where Ivan is observing Till, who is locked up in a straitjacket. Again, very obviously restrained, which he decided to free him from. This is followed up by them happy together, running around in what seems to be a field with a meteor shower above them. Back to the present where we took off from the last round. Till has finally woken
Like
up,
a black,
just in
black
time to
sorrow.
see how Ivan did in his round. Back to baby Ivan and Till's frolicking in the field. Suddenly, for no reason that Ivan can think of, Till lets go of Ivan's hand. He realizes quickly that Till turned to return to the literal prison that they live in because he wants to go back to Mizzy rather than stay with him. The next time it cuts back to Ivan, he's still singing, but falling stars can be noticed in the background. Fuck, another parallel, really? And right after that too? Jesus Christ. Finally, we find out that Ivan has won the round. The last that we get of this round is a flash of one of our next main characters,
Classic
Luca.
men, am I
And
right?
I guess round 4 must have just featured a bunch of NPCs again, because we've skipped straight to round 5. Oh, we're actually gonna find out what happened in round 5? Okay, sweet. We open the round with a brief explanation. Luca had sung against another unnamed NPC in round 4 and has, obviously won the round.
What's up?
Then
Hi,
we get a
Oxoti, how
shot
are you
of who's going to
doing?
be singing in this round. Mizzy versus Luca. Now we're actually getting to relevant people! Woohoo! As Luca starts singing, it is very obvious that he's trying to taunt Mizzy in some way, even just from his body language, but also from his lyrics. Mizzy then tentatively starts adding her own lyrics in, her words being very obviously in response to Luca's. We then get a beautiful shot of Luca singing with his arm reached out to signify his passion. The moonlight creating the perfect atmosphere behind him and— oh my god, it's another parallel! Shoot me! Yeah, it honestly just keeps on getting more painful from here. Luca is not magically turning into Sua, but rather what we're seeing is all from Mizzy's point of view. The way that Luca is acting, moving, singing, and even down to his facial expressions all remind her of Sua. because he's doing it on purpose. He wants to throw her off so that he has a better chance of winning. Weaken the competition. Mizzy attempts to fight back, but Luca only restrains her. We start getting a lot at the same time here, with the visuals moving back and forth between what Mizzy is seeing and the alien crowd, who are all very obviously in love with Luca's stage presence, while Mizzy is too overwhelmed with emotion to do anything else but watch. Her clearest memories of Sua coming back to haunt her. She's then snapped back to the present, her anger returned, which translates to her lashing out at Luca, her goal, obviously, to try and beat him to death, until eventually, she's practically torn off of him. The crowd all watch in shock, only leaving the viewer to assume that something like this has never happened before. But despite how badly of a beating that Mizzy had the chance to deliver before she got dragged away from him, Luca looks up at her with a maddening smirk. We get flashes of the rest of the main characters' reactions, like Till. Back to the stage, many alien and human guards are escorting Mizzy. The only thing making Luca's smile drop is when he sees a now fairly new character, Hyuna. With this round coming to an end, instead of getting the nice little conclusion that every other round ended with, we're shown an error screen, saying that this round basically malfunctioned because Mizzy was now missing, before it cuts to black. At this point, our only contestants or main characters that are currently alive for the next rounds are Ivan, Till, and Mizzy, after being saved by Hyuna, but technically, she no longer counts as a participant. With the context that we have now, whoever wins this next round is going to be facing Luca in the final round of Alien Stage. And in a fun twist of events, this round is Ivan versus Till. I'm sure nothing bad will happen here. Some context before we get into this round, if you couldn't already catch on by now. Ivan is in love with Till, and while Till still loves and appreciates him, no homo. Till is in love with Mizzy, but Mizzy is in love with Sua. And Sua is in love with Mizzy. Or I guess was.
Yep.
I don't even know how you would even begin to describe this love triangle, square. I really don't know. I just spent a long time looking it up and settled on
arrow.
Asymmetrical love quadrangle. I didn't even know that the word quadrangle fucking existed until this
It's an arrow.
Back to this round. Because Mizzy has seemingly just gone missing. We know what happened to her, but shh. Till just assumes the worst. Can't blame him, to be honest. If I lived in this world, I would probably do the same. And concludes that Mizzy is dead, which leaves him starting this round in an already dampened mood. We start this round off with Till before we're pelted into a flashback. This one being more recent than the ones that were usually given. Most of the time from their childhood. It takes place right after Mizzy's performance with Luca. Just moments after Mizzy's assumed disappearance and death. Till is being forced to sing for a group of aliens. This may seem like some unimportant karaoke, but if you take a closer look, the lyrics that are being shown on the screen are those of the song that Sua and Mizzy sang together in round 1. Till refuses to sing the song because of how obviously important it is to Mizzy and Sua, which leaves the aliens annoyed. In response to his defiance, the aliens push his face up against one of the missing posters for Mizzy, hoping that it would be what got him to sing, but it only had the opposite effect, causing him to lash out and swing for the alien in his closest reach. After a bit more singing, we're brought back to another flashback, this one from Till's childhood, where he's being auctioned or sold off for adoption. A 50% off sticker to his right because of the bruised condition that he's being sold in. Back to the present, Ivan now starts to sing as well. As he continues, we get a flashback to him and Till, the two of them getting into a fight over him, accidentally or not, stepping on— oh my god, it's another one! Oh no. Oh no. You see, I'm watching these summary videos made by another channel because I can't make inferences for my life, and he just mentioned how Mizzy and Sua's flower crowns is a metaphor for love. Sua is giving Mizzy her love, and then Till tries to take it away, but mismanages it, like his split feelings for Ivan and Mizzy. And then Ivan is crushing it, or stepping on it, representing his resentment towards Till's feelings for Mizzy, wanting to be able to keep Till's love for himself. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense now. Now, I could go through what each of these flashbacks probably mean and what's going on in them, but there is far too much yearning for me to even try and begin to attempt to find the words to describe it. So, back to present day. Till and Ivan continue singing together until Till just doesn't. And Ivan notices this almost instantly, with Ivan obviously knowing the stakes of this competition. He drops his mic and— oh my god, it finally happened! Oh? Never mind, I forgot about the whole, like, asymmetrical love quadrangle thing. Yeah, this isn't reciprocated. Ivan quickly follows up this loving act by doing something completely in the opposite nature, and starts choking Till. As he's doing so, he glances behind him at both of their current scores, and slowly but surely, we see Till start to surrender to his death. Yeah, the series ruins numbers for you too. Don't you just love it here? With his assumption of Mizzy being dead as well. He has nothing to live for after all. But before Ivan can finish him off, he gets shot in the neck. It is now, in Ivan's death, that he can fully understand what he was doing in the first place. He knew about what just happened with Mizzy, and had the same assumption as Till. Mizzy was dead. He now had the knowledge that if a contestant tried to disrupt the nature of Alien Stage, they would be killed. He never actually wanted to kill Till. He just wanted to cause enough of a scene with him to get himself killed, so that Till would have the chance of continuing on and winning Alien Stage once and for all. God, can these people ever be casual about anything?
Can
The
they
round
be
opens
casual?
with Luca and Till, as they're the final and only contestants left. The two of them go back and forth between singing, sharing lyrics that often end up defying gravity, or mirroring each other,
Defying gravity,
definitely done
okay.
intentionally. Before it cuts to the crowd for a bit, we get a glimpse of Mizzy and Hyuna, who are watching the performance from behind the stage. As the camera focuses more and more on Till, Mizzy watches in horror, feeling Till's emotion even through the screen. Obviously and understandably fearing for his life, worried that the same thing that... I'm gonna kill myself, bro. Worried that the same thing was going to happen to him that did to Sua in her round. Back to Till and Luca on stage, who are really starting to amp up this duet, with the both of them pulling...
Me too, twin.
Start pulling out some nails with the back of the hammer and she does it. Shut the fuck! With both of them pulling out an instrument to add to their alternating vocals. With Missy's anxiety getting worse and worse, her first instinct is to try and go up to the stage. And despite Hyuna trying to stop her, she makes a break for it. Speaking of, we get a return back to the stage for a couple seconds, the demeanor of Till and Luca drastically changing, with the both of them seeming quite distant from the present, like they're both starting to run on steam. Willing to do anything to get up on stage, Mizzy sneaks past a guard, using a smoke bomb diversion to escape from backstage. Things start to move quicker, with the footage cutting back and forth between Hyuna trying to follow through with a plan
The Resistance/Rebellion, a group of people formed to band against Alien Stage current members Dewey, Hyuna, Isaac, Jacob, Missy.
for the Resistance.
Oh, that's
And
Isaac.
Luca and Till on stage,
Okay.
with Luca starting to pull some of the same tricks that he did with Mizzy, mimicking the mannerisms of past people in his life. Ivan. To throw him off and make him lose his focus. What shocks me is how fast all the rounds go, because like technically each time that Luca has done this, it hasn't even been a full 24 hours since these people have died right in front of their eyes in the most brutal way possible. Crazy.
Wait,
to me.
really?
Till tries to resist it, but it only ends up having the opposite effect. His reaction amusing Luca further. Until finally, we're shown who has won this round. With Luca getting first place, which leaves Till in second. With Hyuna still working to unlock the door that she needs, and Till knowing his fate, he almost completely stops fighting back, accepting what he knows is about to come. And as if it wasn't already enough, Luca decides to twist the knife and surround Till with just pure despair and agony. Bro is seriously an X Games level taunter, holy sh. As Till's final lines come to an end, he spots Mizzy, who finally made it to the crowd. Mizzy, at this point, is practically begging for Till to do anything. She doesn't want him to have the same fate as the other cast members, losing their lives before they even had a chance to live it. In an attempt to be able to connect with each other one last time, Till and Mizzy both reach for each other, mere seconds away from touching, before Till is shot, and Luca is declared the winner. Right after this, a flashback. Jesus, not even any fucking time to recover from that. As usual, it's from their childhood. Mizzy and Till are both holding their breaths, hiding from a sort of guard bot. The moment continues, with Till obviously flustered by Mizzy's presence, as Mizzy giggles childishly. In the background, notes from a xylophone can be heard, representing Till's fading breath as we flash back to the present. Transitioning from Mizzy smiling to her now tear-stained face. The camera then pans to Luca, who's now being forced to face Hyuna. Fuck, man. Oh my god. Why does this series just want you to hate yourself? We start Weege right where Final left off, with Luca and Hyuna. With Luca obviously excited to see her and trying to get her attention, but Hyuna not seeming to give him a second thought, right before a gun is raised to his head. And this episode's song starts. The first scene of flashbacks that we get is of Luca covered in his own blood, surrounded by seed-shaped pods of himself, most of them being bloody as well, dead and lying limp on the floor. Luca's left arm remains floating above a switch, what we can only assume is the switch that he pulled in an attempt to...
Wait! I didn't even notice they were like him! Oh! Whoa! I didn't notice.
Release these clones of himself. Now we start to see some of Hyuna and Luca's
Wow.
backstory or history, with Luca in the same field of an act garden. He's sitting by himself, fidgeting mindlessly until he's approached by Hyuna, and we also get a flashback of Hyuna's brother, Hyunwoo. Before this scene
Oh,
continues, however,
it was a brother.
it flashes back to Hyuna's specific lore, and an explanation of how she lost her leg, the reason why she's now an amputee. We flash back and forth between different moments with Hyuna, with a quick flash of her brother, with blood dripping down his face, before we return back to recent memories, with her and Mizzy arguing after the events of round
Okay,
5.
pause. So definitely, I mean, they did love each other, but not romantically. They were siblings. So we are gonna fix this line and make a different one that says siblings or family. Let's make it this color. Alabama? No. They were family. I think they said the name was Hyunwoo or something like that. Hyunwoo. There we go. No romantic shit, just they love each other as family. No Alabama, Arkansas.
Pivoting back to Luca, we now start to get more insight on his feelings towards Hyuna, with a scene of him in his room, staring at a wanted poster for her, with the camera panning out to reveal many, many more that he had collected for himself. We then get a brief flashback for... We then get a brief flashback farther in the past, before all of the events of Alien Stage, with the main cast working to create their outfits for their performances. Further back now, we continue to follow Hyuna and Luca.
Get it out,
with
tween.
her back to Luca, crying. Luca obviously trying to figure out what was wrong. We get a flash of a child's drawing of Hyuna, Luca, and Hyunwoo. It quickly cutting to get a clip. I mean, rapping, bro. It quickly cutting to a clip of Hyuna and her brother laughing, before being shown clips from the past again. Kids from Alien Stage and the main cast hanging out with the other kids together. Now, because the series just loves to give you hope before snatching it away, for a good few seconds, things start to look up in these flashbacks. Though Mizzy is still grieving Sua's death, Hyuna is seen obviously happy, and Hyunwoo and Luca are seen laughing together. Mizzy, Sua, Till, Ivan, even Luca and Hyuna, they're all grown up. Happy, thriving, living their lives together, pursuing hobbies. Like the series is taunting what could have been if Alien Stage had never happened. Snap back to reality. Slowly, the cracks start showing through the flashbacks, with another continuation of Luca and Hyuna's connection with each other, with a short frame of Hyunwoo punching who we can only assume is Luca. Back to the present, Luca still has a gun to his temple. He continues to try and reach out to get Hyuna's attention, with Mizzy still actively mourning the loss of yet another one of her friends. And because the knife hasn't been twisted enough, we have another parallel. Parallel counter should really be started for this series. Jesus Christ. Of Luca attempting to walk towards Hyuna, flashing back to the past, again with Hyuna and her brother. Him lying dead while he tries to reach Hyuna. The same thing applying in the present, with Till lying dead behind him. Him trying to reach Hyuna, again. Luca, obviously no longer thinking rationally, because we're in Alien Stage, you can't take last-second decisions like that. But anyways, decides to take the run towards Hyuna, the person who had the gun to his head deciding to shoot. Hyuna, knowing that this would happen, pushes Luca out of her way to take the bullet for him. Then, we cut back to the past. Hyuna and the rebellion, watching the death of one of its members. We continue to get more of Hyuna, seeing her right after she had to get her leg amputated, and mere seconds after watching her brother die at Luca's hand. And another! I need a synonym for parallel at this point. I feel like I'm repeating myself way too much. It cuts back to one of the first flashback scenes that we had. The first time that Hyuna approached Luca, and syncs with the current circumstances. This first hug mirroring their last. This scene is almost directly followed up by Hyuna's gut-wrenching final words, before we pan back to Mizzy, utterly traumatized. This series ends basically the same way it started. A duet between Mizzy and Sua, with us picking up right where we left off in Weege. We're joining Mizzy and Luca again, but it doesn't take long for Mizzy to snap out of her tears and instead direct all of her emotions towards Luca, pinning him down and punching him over and over and over again, while the crowd of aliens watches and cheers. After a while of this, she picks up Luca by his hair and says, "Stop pretending to be righteous neither you nor I deserve to be saved. Referring to the fact that everyone who they had to watch die died for someone or something. Sua for Mizzy, Ivan for Till, and now Hyuna for Luca. Considering the comic that came out before Karma, Mizzy is thinking that she's the monster. She's the reason that all of this happened in the first place. So that's why she thinks that she doesn't deserve to be saved, which is why she's projecting this onto Luca. She doesn't know much about him. All she knows him as is the person that got the people that she loved killed. Which is why she's so angry about the fact that he's crying, because she doesn't think that he deserves to when she's the one in pain right now after watching everyone that she loved die. After Mizzy's finished, she gets up and walks away, with Hyuna's brother replacing where she sat. Perhaps a symbolism for the fact that because of Mizzy's words, Luca is now being forced to confront the one thing that brings him guilt, since she kind of snapped him out of him feeling bad for himself for losing Hyuna. We then follow Mizzy as she walks towards one of the members of the rebellion, Isaac, and after staring at him for a while, I remember when I first watched this with my best friend, I was half scared that she was going to shoot herself. Before we can find out what's going on with that, we get our first flashback of the episode! Mizzy and Sua arguing before the first round. Since Mizzy knew that Sua was planning to let herself die, we can only assume that that was what they were arguing about. Mizzy trying to convince Sua that she didn't have to die for her. As they go back and forth, Sua puts her hand over Mizzy's mouth, silencing her. And once it cuts back to her, she smiles, a flower blooming over her face. Back to the present, Mizzy has shot Isaac. What did he ever do to you, man? So that she can steal his laptop, which has the controls for some kind of rocket. This rocket was set to land a bit further away, but because Mizzy now has access to it, she changes its course to land right where everyone is currently, which, if followed through correctly, would kill everyone in the stadium, including her. We're then thrust into another visual of Mizzy looking much, much younger. Perhaps how she feels right now internally in such a vulnerable state, with other kids from Alien Stage surrounding her, bright red veins connecting them. Now, since this final episode came out recently, there have been a lot, and I mean a lot, of different fan interpretations of this next sequence. So I'm not by all means stating any of this as fact. This is just what I, personally, think makes the most sense, with an amalgamation of other people's interpretations that I also agree with. First, we're shown 3 very different visuals, all having a heart at the center of them in one way or another, and then some pieces of broken glass. The 2 in the center
These were
being
so
in the
good.
shape of
I
Ivan
loved all the
and Till,
illustrations from
only leaving the
this.
viewer to assume that
Oh wait,
those
I forgot I took the subtitles off. I'm
shaped
sorry.
visuals have to do with their character and dynamic. This is the first of a sequence that was what left most fans theorizing about on Twitter, of Ivan taking out a glass-shaped heart from his mouth and forcing it practically down Till's throat, the both of them biting it and breaking it. But while tears stream down Ivan's face, Till seems completely unbothered, mostly just frantic about the fact that he's being pinned down and possibly choked, which, fair. The next visual like this that we get is now one of Luca and Hyuna, Hyunwoo lying dead and limp around him, with Luca being in the same state of shock that we last saw him in the real-life world. The same heart-bursting effect as the last clip happening again here, but instead, we get to see the aftermath. Luca covered in the black sludge that splattered when Ivan and Till broke Ivan's heart. Then, 3 more visuals of what we can only assume represent Sua and Mizzy's relationship, as the last one shown is Sua upside down as an angel. Then, Mizzy and Sua both upside down, the same heart that we had seen before in each of the others' mouths, broken, as they let the black liquid run down both of their faces. The hearts in the flashback scenes are relevant because of the way that they placed and when exactly they break. When we see Mizzy and Sua's glass hearts, they're both broken, spreading with the black liquid, signifying that their love was mutual. But in Ivan and Till's case, Ivan is obviously being very forceful, confusing Till. But before Till can comprehend what's going on, Ivan breaks his heart or love for Till, just like when he kissed Till in round 6. He showed him his love right before he let himself die. We're then shown another flashback sequence that left many Mizzy Sua fans in a worse state of agony and despair than we already are in most of the time. In a monologue, while these visuals play, Mizzy says, "Hyuna, there's something I needed to confess. She was secretly rehearsing her death every night. And I knew, but pretended not to. Maybe I just wasn't as desperate for her. I know my love was different from yours, but it was love too. Who could really blame me? If you'd seen the look on her face too, you wouldn't be able to judge me either." As this monologue goes on, the visuals change slightly, however. We get to see exactly what Mizzy means, with Sua watching recordings of past Alien Stage participants dying, and Sua giving Mizzy more lines in their song. Both things that she did so that Mizzy would have a better chance of living than her. A lot of visuals begin to flash now, things ranging from sweet moments between Mizzy and Sua, and moments of confusion, high emotion, and hesitation, with one of the most important ones being Sua taking a needle to her neck. preparing to draw blood, and one being of both of them playing with the flowers that had appeared previously, now showing the viewer that those flowers were actually cameras. One of the most heartbreaking frames from this whole episode by far to me is this. Mizzy on the verge of falling off a cliff, and Sua just barely holding onto her by her fingertips. Her hand slowly slipping, causing more and more panic in her eyes. The scene itself, I think, explains the relationship perfectly, and the codependence of it, especially in a place like Alien Stage, where love is basically the only thing that you have to make the world seem not so shitty. Especially considering the fact that they were all brought into Alien Stage when they were practically infants. We then cut to the competition brackets that we were always shown at the end of every round, covered in those same flowers, before it switches back to Mizzy and Sua, in a bathtub together, the both of them getting their blood drawn, another scene that I saw a lot of people talking about and a lot of fan art of. In the present, we get to see that Mizzy's plan in fact did work, and see the effects of it from her point of view. Hundreds and possibly thousands of kids falling together, surrounded by flames, with kid versions of Ivan, Till, Hyuna, and Hyunwoo making an appearance. Oh my god, another parallel! I'm going to start contributing to some statistics after this. After this, we get another monologue from Mizzy, pretty obviously aimed at Hyuna. You were running away from the very beginning. Not once did you face your real feelings. Did clinging to some noble cause or sense of justice ever really fix anything? But what came of it? A meaningless death. And even if we'd been granted freedom, we'd have still felt alone, because humans are the root of all of this pain. We're creatures who can't seem to love without exploiting. This monologue is what I think really hammers down Mizzy's growing nihilism, which, while painful and sometimes difficult to watch, completely makes sense in her circumstances. Back to the present.
What I don't get, okay, so what I don't get, because this is supposed to happen in a matter of days, right? What I don't get is how much time. Because like there's like some scenes of like Missy and Hyuna like fighting.
Ever really fixed? We'd have still felt alone, because humans are the root of all of this pain.
It?
We're creatures.
Here, like when did this happen? They were only together for like 2 days. Were they fighting each other at the start? Like,
who
huh?
Can't seem to love without exploiting.
I don't know.
This monologue is what I think really hammers down Mizzy's growing nihilism.
I need a
which,
timeline of events.
And sometimes difficult to watch, completely makes sense in her circumstances. Back to the present, we're seeing more of the aftermath of what Mizzy did. Almost everything being burned down to the ground. Including Luca, apparently. As Mizzy sits there, waiting for the flames to take her as well, she's holding Till's lifeless body. This is something that's really important in my opinion, because it's the first and only time in
between round 6 and the final it took
longer.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
In every other round that she watches everyone else die, all she could do was stare in shock. When Ivan, Sua, and even Till died,
at least a week.
Or space
at least.
But this time, she's giving herself that. But as she pulls his chest against her, she realizes that she can hear his heartbeat. I think personally that this moment has changed the fandom forever, because I don't think that there's any other instance where I've seen more blank characters alive tweets in my life. With this realization, Missy walks over to the remaining members of the rebellion, begging them to help her save Till, all while Isaac is just still actively bleeding out from when she kind of shot him 5 minutes ago. But before we get an answer to that question, more flashback time! Returning back to our flashback scene from earlier of Sua practicing for her death, many fans theorize that this didn't actually happen, and that we're actually getting a look inside of Mizzy's mind. We're seeing what Mizzy wished she would have done instead of walking away and acting ignorant. Now,
he was at the wrong place on the wrong time.
For humans and for these beasts too, innocence was a luxury that they couldn't afford. In the endless suffering, to love and to be loved, to hold on to hope for a day that may never come. After this, another montage of various visuals, one being of visuals of each of the main cast's blood, and then another monologue. Is this a survival instinct or selflessness? At the center of it was a woman now called a witch, who was always searching for love. Can we really blame her for that? Now, we're being shown the results of the blood being drawn from just a few seconds ago. Each of the main characters being cloned into almost identical version of themselves. A lot of their features being interchanged. Then, we get a time skip.
I see.
Multiple screens with a bunch of ads. One of them reading The Alien Stage Tragedy.
Luca's back. Okay, I didn't read this. Luca's back. The Alien Stage Tragedy 7th year tribute. Okay, because I was like, that kid has like the pink hair just like Missy does. But I figured, I guess there's more kids with pink hair.
version of themselves. A lot of their features being interchanged.
That makes
Then
sense.
we get a time skip. Multiple screens with a bunch of ads. One of them reading the Alien Stage Tragedy 7th Year Tribute, with another one showing an alien museum that had now been opened. Later, we see Till on a motorcycle with a scar on his neck, infiltrating a group of kids who are being guarded by aliens, giving them directions to an escape route. Because of Till's neck injury, he is now mute, which is why he's communicating the escape route through pictures. Many fans also noted how the only reason that Till knows this escape route enough to draw a detailed version of it is probably because he and Ivan were planning this route when they were younger to escape Alien Stage. Another fact about Till is that he loves singing. Since the moment that he was born, it was one of his favorite things to do. His own mother said this. And now, he won't ever be able to do that again, because he's permanently mute.
It was confirmed in the comic that Till can speak, but it just took a while for his neck to heal, and it's just choosing not to speak because of an assumed trauma response. My bad, guys. Oh, you're forgiven. You're forgiven.
We then move to the inside of the Alien Stage Museum, with artifacts of clothing, jewelry, and other stuff that the main cast was seen wearing during multiple rounds in scenes. It then zooms in on what we now know is called the replica hall, of all of the clone children that are supposed to represent the main cast. One of the clones looks out the window to see Till driving by on his bike, to which he stops for, taking his helmet off and giving her a smile.
Okay. Damn, we learned a lot of things. What the frick? Hi, Philip T. What did I come back to? Knowledge. Hi, mi amor. Hey. Do not pee there. No peeing there, mi amor. Good job. Thank you for the blood, by the way.
My clematis. My clematis. I'm gonna say my clematis, because if I say my clematis, that's gonna be embarrassing. What, clematis sounds like chlamydia?
It is a very...
No, that's so bad. Oh my god.
My clematusi.
I literally am like, I think I'm saying something I'm not supposed to. Okay. Moving on. The very first song that we get from the series, literally, the first video for the series opens with this song, is a song called My Clematis, a duet sung by Mizzy and Sua. This being a duet between the two of them, they are very obviously singing about each other, with lyrics like Hope Bloom from the Abyss and Always by My Side. Alien Stage representing the black, dark abyss that they're describing, which leaves each other to represent the hope. The
I'm
word
so
bloom
mad
being used in the song
Ivan
makes a lot of
died, bro.
sense, since the song itself is named after a flower.
I know
that is
it's
known to
beautiful
represent
and it's
beauty. The song
poetic,
continues
but
with them
holy
singing about
shit.
meeting each other everywhere in life.
Couldn't
no
he
matter
live
what.
too?
With the lyrics, even if I sleep in infinity, don't leave my universe. The song then closes and it's matching in visuals. Mizzy singing, Oh my clematis, hope withered in the abyss, oh my clematis, please stay by my side, right after Sua dies in front of her eyes. And
Fuck
because
poetry,
Future was
Ivan should have
first
lived
introduced
fuck
in the
a
prologue of Alien
series.
Stage, it doesn't actually have a round attached to it, but that doesn't mean that it's not just as potent in terms of pure sadness and despair as the rest of the official songs. The first lyric that sticks out to me are the words, even this white dress of mine is dyed red, where Sua references her own white dress turning red from her blood. This phrase specifically being right after the opening line. There aren't any words that I could say anymore now. It has no meaning. Make me think that this song represents Sua speaking from the afterlife. Well, obviously she's dead, but you get what I mean. The whole chorus is a reference to something that is more obvious later in the series. Sua points out the fact that she's always known that she was going to die before Mizzy, that she'd been planning to all along, so her death isn't really something that she regrets. With lines like, it's happening today, and Lord, please, when this song is over, come and save me from this, please. The song concludes with a reference to the last song, My Clematis, with Sua saying, my father, my universe, take away this small and weak me. My father, my universe, the edge of a cliff, that's where I'm standing.
What happened to the... Sorry.
My God, my universe.
What happened to
Unknown,
those E's?
in
Why
brackets,
were they
till the end,
different?
is the song that Till sings in round 2 of this series. I could go into every lyric of this song, but almost every lyric is Till describing his love for Mizzy. So... moving on. Black Sorrow is sung by Ivan in the 3rd round. Though the song is directed towards Till, he's singing it against an NPC. The song opens with his resentment towards Alien Stage. Even if we shake our heads, it's always the same place. It then moves onto what the song is obviously about. his feelings towards Till and how helpless he feels in them. I can't reach you, so I imagine alone. You who shine, I stand next to you. In this song, its title and main lyrics, Black Sorrow, represent the stages that Ivan's
Like
love
black,
went through
black
when
sorrow.
it comes to Till. At first, he was greedy for his love, but as time went on, he started to lose hope with the thought that there was a chance that Till could actually like him back. Which is why now he feels not love, but black, black sorrow. This is our first look of Luca traumatizing the main characters of this series. Ruler of My Heart is a duet between both Luca and Mizzy in round 5. Mizzy having to sing just moments after watching the literal love of her life die right in front of her eyes. Apparently, this song is speculated to either be a song that Luca wrote specifically to sing with Mizzy, or a song that he wrote for Hyuna and just happened to sing with Mizzy. So, I don't want to really make any hard and fast observations on the song because it's all technically objective. Some things that I did notice though were some parallels. I swear to God, my savior, beautiful soul, lines up with my God, my universe. The whole second verse could be dedicated just to Sua, specifically her death. And of course, the title, Ruler of My Heart, is probably because of the fact that all of the main ships in this series are slightly toxic. But even though some of them are aware of that, they can't just stop loving each other. They're the rulers of each other's hearts. All In is sung by Hyuna and has its own respective music video, unlike the previous songs, which were all linked to specific grounds. The only way that I can put this song is that it's very Hyuna. Throughout the whole song, she sings about partying and letting loose, saying how she won't let Alien Stage stop her from living her own life however she wants. We only get one life, so I'm living mine for me. Also talking about how proud of herself that she is for staying strong and keeping the rebellion afloat. Every obstacle in my way, I've crushed them all. Step all over me, but I'll rise again. Cura is sung in round 6 by both Till and Ivan as a duet. This song, again, being about their love for each other, or I guess lack thereof. The song opens with Till singing about Mizzy. This is what I meant by lack thereof, saying, allow me to the tips of your fingers. Allow me to the ends of your feet. It can be assumed that Till uses allow because he's aware of Mizzy's unreciprocated romantic love. He uses the word on purpose because he doesn't want to force her into doing anything with him that she doesn't want to do. In the next few lines, we get a contrast into Ivan's feelings for Till, with them being obviously more rough, unrepressed, and passionate. Dissolve me in your gaze, I don't want to let you go. Please, leave me scars. Please, hurt me so that not a single drop of me remains. Let me drown in you. The first chorus gives us our first parallel, until these falling stars are buried in the blur of time, referencing a flashback that we saw earlier of both of them running through a field during the meteor shower. The rest of the song is a lot of repeats and synonyms of comparisons. Basically, Ivan saying anything but I love you. This song is accompanied by visuals that make the lyrics just that more sad. And the round that this song is sung in ends with Ivan choking Till out, just to hammer the song's theme down even more. Again, just minutes after watching probably one of the most important people in his life die, Till is up to sing again in a duet with Luca. Now, on my first watch of Alien Stage, this was one of my favorite songs. I had it on loop every day for probably a full week. But once my friend made me aware of the, technical meaning of the song, I couldn't listen to it the same. Every time it comes up on my shuffle, I literally have to contemplate if I have it in me to ruin my day or not, because even hearing the first note of this song honestly makes my heart drop. Again, throughout this song, Luca is there as the second singer to mercilessly taunt his victims, with him telling Till to just enjoy the moment, and Till responding with, oh, in a blink gone, telling Luca that he cannot physically enjoy the moment because of the nature of Alien Stage. In a blink, everything's gone. All of his loved ones, his childhood friends, the people that knew him the most, and that he knew inside and out. In a blink, they're all gone. And because we love twisting the knife in this series, right as Till is grieving all of his friends throughout this song, his own life ends at the end of the song as well. Just a fun little twist to add in there. Ouija is sung by both Luca and Hyuna, the song getting its own music video, much like All In. The song opens with a Morse code message, which spells out alive, before drifting into Hyuna and Luca's voice. This whole song goes through Luca, Hyuna, and Hyunwoo's relationship together as a very dysfunctional trio, with lyrics like, in somewhere in the moment, the lonely moon will dream, wings drenched in longing, unfold at last, and hush my little child, drift into slumber, in your dreams, you'll run and play in paradise. Nowhere is a song that doesn't have a video visual, but is still just as telling as the rest of the songs. This song, in my opinion, is very obviously about Till, beginning with the lyrics, a history stained from beginning to end, following it up with, this always happens to me, a repeating lyric that could be circling back to his helplessness in songs like Black Sorrow and Kira. The first verse focuses more on Ivan's general regrets, and how he feels like he can't enjoy anything fully because he knows that it could all end at any moment. Lincoln is coming back, guys. I lay down and look at yesterday's dream, all torn up. Fly far, far away. Never, never come back to me, because it's easier to forget. The pre-chorus delves into Ivan's childhood, and how even surrounded by people, he's always felt more alone than the rest of the Alien stage cast, literally and figuratively. Close my eyes, in my mind, this painful wound that keeps getting worse, I become more and more numb to it. In the dark city lights, I can't find anyone. Okay, writing this video essay is ruining a lot of aspects of Alien stage for me. Every time I thought of this song, I thought that the lyrics, "He's smooth, flexible, quite easy," were directed towards Till, but I'm just now finding out from a genius annotation that it's most likely about how Ivan thinks that the aliens see humans. Specifically, him, saying, "That's just the kind of kid he is, so laugh. Laugh because he can't do anything. No one cares about someone like him." Take My Hand is a song sung by Hyuna. Again, not having a music video. As our last song, Karma, is the last one to have one. Since I've been going off of genius annotations to double check the meanings of these songs, because I don't want to infer something very incorrectly, my interpretations of this song might be a little or a lot off. Just
kind of want to
from the album
skip
cover,
to
you
the
could-
comics. Not gonna lie. I want to see what the comics say. Part 4. Comics.
The first
did you
comic
skip?
that I'm going to be covering
Because
is
I
Kira,
want to see the
which shocked me
comics.
to my core
These
when I
comics.
first
Oh
read it,
shit.
because I went back
Fuck!
to the comic that I'm going to be
These
covering.
comics, both in English and Korean, are almost all available for free on BVNO's Patreon or on
Is
Twitter.
Cheer Up, which them all in order for this video,
Oh,
and
sorry.
this was my first impression. Yeah, so the symbolic flower is back, and it's carried through the entire comic, with it starting with Ivan and Till huddled around it, trying to revive it by telling it to cheer up. Just a few panels later, who we can only assume to be Mizzy, asks what they're doing, her entrance very obviously scaring Till. But once Ivan asks Till what a loser is, since that's what she calls the both of them, he responds, "You idiot. It means an idiot without friends." To which Ivan responds, "That's you then." From that,
Bruh.
Ivan gets very validly punched in the face by Till, who then runs off to go find Mizzy. While Ivan sat there on the grass, feeling his forehead for the damage that Till caused, he picks the flower back up, repeating the same cheer up, cheer up, cheer up from before. When I first read this, the message in it was pretty obvious to me, which is what shocked me even more than I already was. Ivan, staring at his heart, his love for Till, and willing himself to cheer up. To not let Till's defiance towards him get to him, because deep down, he wanted to keep believing that he still loved him the way that he loved Till. In the comic On Stage, we get a snippet of backstory between Hyuna, Luca, and Hyunwoo. While in an act garden, Luca asks Hyuna if she likes music, and when she responds yes, without a specific reason, Luca responds saying that he loves music because it's one of the only moments in Alien Stage where he feels like he has full control and autonomy. This specifically explains a lot about what could have contributed to why Luca did what he did during the past rounds that we looked at. The way he chose to tease and manipulate instead of playing along with the competition, something that none of the other contestants did, and how even when he got literally beat up for it multiple times, all he did was smile until the same thing he teased others for happened to him. He wasn't smirking because he was genuinely happy to be pushed around, but because all of this, no matter the cause and effect, gave him a sense of control over his situation. If he was being beat up, if someone else in Alien Stage hated him, or loved him, or whatever, at least he had been the one that made that happen. This beautiful lore drop is instantly interrupted by Hyunwoo finding a giant bug and yelling for Hyuna to come look at it. We still love him though. Next up, Ivan blatantly projecting onto Sua. He literally starts the comic by saying, "When I see you, I feel relieved." So it's not just me who's been this twisted. Then here comes the projection! He then goes on to say that Sua should feel guilty for the fact that she's planning to sacrifice herself for Mizzy, and that all she's doing is passing everything she doesn't like onto another person and running
I get it. 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 I got a little bored towards the end. I'm sorry. Guys, even isn't that it's just ketchup. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Kick. I got a little bored, but it's a really cool video. It's just it lost my train of thought. That's a link if anybody wants to finish it. I did skip probably like from here towards all the way here. And I also really gotta pee, so I'll go pee and I'll be right back, and then we can discuss further, okay? Okay! No Peach, we gotta discuss Ivan. We can do that after I pee. It's okay. I heard from my friend that introduced me to Alien Stage that season 2 is coming. Season 2 is coming. Oh, they don't have a Twitter. BB knows. Not peeing while talking about Alien Stage. Well, you guys couldn't talk about it, but like, I was peeing, so I can't read what you guys are saying. With whom everyone is dead. Oh, sorry, I was saying this.
For 36 months. This is a test.
This is a test. The voice is different now, Hugo. It doesn't work the same. Thank you for the resub, Hugo. Mwah! Un besote, ¿cómo estás? Welcome to the stream. My favorite song. Bro, I really like this song. Because it's like... It's so retro. I really like this song. The intro? Yeah. Because it sounds so like 80s. It reminds me of like old animes. Oh, I love this. The bright pink against the blue and the white. Damn, okay. I see. I also really like this clematis.
오 나의 클레마티스 항상 곁에 있어줘.
I like this song a lot. I liked Black Sorrow. Ow! Fuck. I like this one.
질척한 어둠 웅크린 모습 고개를 저어줘 네 같은 자
Black Sorrow mentioned Pog.
Like a black sorrow serious 추억 이 이야기의 끝에는 이름을 들 시린 자리와 청
Clematis is not that impressive. I can sing like that too. Okay. Go on. Show me. Show me. I want to hear. I like this song a lot. I also liked their song. I like this one a lot. And I really like the last one too. The Blink On.
오늘 이 순간 다시는 오지 않아 파티가 시작돼 And let's go crazy 손 흔들어 리듬에 몸을 맡겨봐 이 음악 on and on 조명은 내 눈을 간지러 피곤한 모습 시간이 있고 즐겨봐 Oh we know blink on 놓치지 마 이 순간 I'm letting you blink on 후회 남기지 마라 Now goes tick tock tick tock tick tock blink on
I like this song too. Yeah. I mean, I think it's most of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 12. I think that's... Well, it's less than half, but still. I mean, a couple of them don't count, like this one. Oh, I mean, I did fucking love the first one. It was so good. But then we have the funk one. Which one was the funk one? This one was a funk one. I'm not very fond of funk, not gonna lie. It reminds me of like Sigma edits, and I hate it. I hate it. I don't like Sigma edits. But this was fun. I liked it. I enjoyed Scheistum. I enjoyed it though. I think it was fun. In the end, though. Oh shit. They both died. It's not even relevant to the stories. I know it's not part of like the story. Oh, true. Before I start doing Heartopia things, I'm gonna do the quizzes that you sent me or whatever. Of course. Pick crew, here you can make your character, input a stage name, and here you get your stats, and here's which character you are. I got Ivan Black Sorrow. Quiz time! Quiz time! Okay. Alien stage profile stats. Jinfoxie. What? No, my vocals! About to get fuck-ass stats. No, my vocals! Oh, and I'm not charming at all. Poopy, no. I'm not gonna make it. Wait, no, I can show them. Dude, 1, I am screwed. I am screwed. I'm so fucking screwed in this universe. What do you mean I got a 1? Okay. All right, this is what we have. No, maybe it's because it's Jinfoxie. What about just Jin? Why is my mental strength so low in both of them? But hey, Jin has better stats. I could go for Jin. Yeah, no, and I'm mid. I'm like a little bit above average in vocals, visuals, and I've got a little bit average star potential. I can work with that. I don't have stamina, I don't have charm, and I don't have mental strength, but it's okay. I can work with that, I think. Yeah, no, we're gonna go for Jin instead of Jinfoxie. Alright. Oh my god, I have so many ads. Okay, go away. Go away. Oh! Okay. We're gonna get rid of the ads, because sometimes ads dox you. And I don't want to be doxed. It's happened in the past. Okay. Maybe a little bit bigger. My stats were almost max, I'd win. No, you wouldn't. Because you're a loser. Hi, Sandachi. I am pure mental strength. Bro, I wish my stats were a little bit better, but holy shit. Holy shit. Alright. Let's see. Let's make Bampy Boy. Let's make Bampy Boy. Which one would be Bampy Boy? I hope you enjoy the gift. What gift? He has to have like little eyelashes. Oh, there's no lines? Fuck. Probably that works best. He needs to have a little fang. He can only have one mole, which is... Oh, I can put this. Okay. That works. No nada? What are you talking about, Sandachi? What the hell? What the helly? Okay, Vampy Boy has like very fluffy hair, so we need to give him fluffiness. What would he wear? Don't worry about it. ¿Está en mi minuto esquizo? ¿En tu minuto esquizo? Mine, Detch. Okay, hold on. Open link. These are Patochi's stats. I feel like you would make it. I feel like you would. You have a very high chance. You have a lot of charm. You're basically Pita. That's basically who you are, Patochi. You're PETA. Like, you can survive just fine. You know, you're gonna make the audience fall in love with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Bambi Boy is a nerd. Doubt it? No, 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 Patochi. Trust. Trust. I'm gonna remove the microphone. He's in a glass. He has a microphone. He's holding the... probably holding would be kind of fun. There we go! Bambi Boy! Oh, PJG sent his... Open. Nah. Nah. Okay, you put Johnny Rockstar. What if you just did Johnny or Rockstar or PJ, huh? Huh? You probably got shit stats like me. Don't lie. Don't freaking lie. You literally tried with like 7 different types of names. I didn't need to focus. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Alright, let's do the quiz. Let's do the quiz. Right. Okay. Name, Jin. Start. Who knows you best? My family, my friends, my lover, me, myself, and I. I feel like my friends know me best. If you could go back, what would you do out of these 2? Apologize, forgive. I genuinely don't know. I feel like I would forgive. Pick a lyric from Mello's playlist. Who's Mello? You're just a boy, you are no man, nobody you know will understand. I finally understand now this love that speaks of pain. If I become socially awkward, I'll be witch hunted. Don't get fooled just because there's a crap ton of kanji in it. What? You'll always have me in your heart, I'll never part from your side. Even though I get that, this hunger for love won't disappear. Ooh, I like this one. What question would you hate hearing? Me or them? Why are you so quiet? Why can't you try harder? Why are you so loud? Why are you like this? Why do you even care? Oh, do you even care? Are you sure? Why are you still on that? I did have a boyfriend that would always be like this. He would always be like, oh my, why? Like, you have to choose between me or your friends. And I would like straight up just be like, my friends. And he'd get so mad. Oh my god. He would get so mad. Every single time he'd be like, you didn't even like think about it for 1 second. I was like, there's nothing to think about, dude. Like, oh my god. It pissed me off so much every time he did that shit too. Jesus. He asked? He did. Jin, you have to choose between chat and, I don't know, coffee. I would choose you guys. I can live without coffee. I can't live without streaming. Chat or matcha? I would still choose you guys. I mean, I could live without matcha or coffee. That's for sure. That's for sure. Me or them kind of pisses me off. It triggers me. However, why are you like this? also like I felt it in my gut, you know? I felt like, oh, I felt like I was about to start fighting with an ex-boyfriend. Like, oh, you know? This, like, why are you like this? Made me want to grab my phone and just text an ex and be like, and you know what I fucking hate the most that you do? So I think, why are you like this? Probably pisses me off more than me or them. Me or them still, like, really does piss me off. But why are you like this? Ooh. Bitch. Bitch. Biggest flaw, arrogance, uncontrollable anger, self-deprecating, selfishness, loneliness, cowardice. I feel like I'm pretty self-deprecating. Sometimes I think about where I'd be in life if I wasn't so, like, self-loathing, you know? I feel like I would be pretty far ahead. I had to be, like, nerfed somehow, so my nerf is self-deprecation. That's okay. What do you hate being assumed about you? That I'm mean, that I'm weak, that I'm perfect, that I'm an idiot, that I'm selfish. I hate when people think I'm stupid just because I'm not, like, math smart. But something that always hurts me is when people think I'm mean before, like, they get to know me. Because I do have a bitch resting face. So normally I have to be completely aware about how my face looks when I'm not smiling or being like, you know? Because if I'm just being normal, people think I'm mean. And the amount of times that I've gotten people being like, oh, I was so scared to talk to you at first because I always thought you were mean. You were always kind of just sitting there looking like pissed as fuck. I'm just like, no, I'm just not thinking. Like, I'm not feeling emotions. I'm just sitting there. Like, what the hell? You're smart. I am smarter than you. That's for sure.
Peluzoski the
Hi,
sub
baby!
for 41 months.
Thank you so much for the resub. Mwah! Thank you. You're mean. I'm mean when you get to know me. And I hit you with the, can I be a little bit mean? But I do my best to not be mean. I try every morning. Every morning is a decision. I want to be kind. I want to be nice to other people because it's important to be nice to other people. I don't think niceness comes naturally to me. There's people that are like naturally super nice. I feel like I have to be aware that I want to be nice. That I don't want to fight people or stuff like that. But every day I make that decision, you know? And I like being as nice as I can. Jeannie's the sweetest cutie patootie. I'm not. I mean, I'm not. I'm like, I'm a normal person. A mí nunca me ha preguntado si puede ser mean. Fuck you. Fuck you, Hugo. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't fucking know. I'm still waiting for that phase of our friendship. It takes a while. It takes a while for me to get to that point where I'm like, can I be mean for 1 second? Also, Hugo, I've always been mean. Not to you, but around you, you know? A mí tampoco siempre me gritas because you do things that piss me off. Obviously. You don't even say good morning or hi to me. You just say I'm stinky, then you leave. Stop lying. Brother. You leave me on read all the time. And I've told you this so many times. There was this one, by the way, there was this one time. I'm about to fucking expose our conversations, PJT. Fuck you. There was this one time, like a couple of months ago, that PJT was saying, he said something like, I think I was being nice. I was being like, oh no, like you're great, blah blah blah. I was being how I normally am, and he was like, you are never this nice to me. What the hell is going on? I was like, dude, I'm always nice. The thing is that you're always mean. You're always mean to me. So in return, I'm mean to you. But if you were nice to me, if you weren't mean, and if you weren't rage baiting me every time you send me a message, I would be nice to you all the time. But you rage bait me. So what do you want me to do? What do you expect me to do? Ugh. Anyway. Mods, ban PJ, please. Pick a person and then pick a regret you had with them. Ooh. Meeting them, leaving them, loving them, hating them, lying to them, telling the truth. None of these. I tried, I can't. I don't even try to rage bait. You're just so fucking angry at your old age. Yeah, I don't care. You're not gonna rage bait me anymore. I've entered a new stage in my life. It's called No More Rage Baited by PJG. No matter what he says, it cannot reach me. I am made of lube and nothing sticks to me. Maybe that wasn't the right term. I'm made of rubber? No. What's the right term? How does that go? Soy de palo, tengo orejas de pescado, you know? Okay, let me see. I don't think there's anybody I regret meeting. I don't think there's anyone I regret leaving. I don't think there's anybody I regret loving. I don't think I've ever hated anyone to be like, oh my god, I regret hating you. I don't think I've ever lied to someone to the point that I regret lying to them. I don't regret telling the truth to anybody. Oh my god. I was like, I'm thinking of a song. I'm thinking of a song. I was like, I'm thinking of a song, but what song is this? Not Sorry for Loving You.
Someone arrived today. They said they're taking you away, that you're not mine to save. And soon I won't get to see your face, so I came by to say you're unlike anyone I have ever known.
Oh no.
'Cause you're all I've ever known. And if I pushed you, or if I came on too strong, or if I ambushed you, for that I'll say I was wrong. And if you hate me, then I am sorry, my love's too much for you. But I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry for loving you. I'm not sorry.
Okay. Sorry. I don't think none of these apply to me. Do you like meeting new people? Absolutely fucking not, and I don't act like I do. No, but I'll act like it. Sometimes it depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, new people are cool. I just don't want them to be expected to be instant. I just don't want to be expected to be instant friends with them. Yeah, I love new people. Probably sometimes. Depends on how I'm feeling. If you were to get blamed for something you didn't do, what would your response be? Stand for myself, obviously. Stay quiet and let them think I did it. It's fine. I'll get over it. Try to politely explain that I did, in fact, not do it. Walk away, because if I try to fix it, I'm going straight to jail. Pff, okay. Okay, Mr. Angsty. This wouldn't happen because everyone loves me. All of this at different times, I get blamed for literally everything. Stand up for myself. This is the end of the quiz. Anything you want to say? No. Obligatory alien stage question. And if you think I matched up the songs with the characters, you're wrong, not including Hyuna's other release songs. Apologies. If all I can do as a human is to believe my God, my universe, show me proof you hear my sound. Nothing was my everything. The melody that filled the empty me. You shine bright, I stand by. When our darknesses overlap, let me take it all away. It's you who's in the wrong, bet you had no idea. In your gaze, where I'm seen, consume me, yes, me. I I like this one. I'm Sua? Unexpected. Unexpected turn of events. Wait, what does it say? Cool as fuck! Yeah, take that, PJ. I'm cool as hell. Cool as fuck. What? You're not afraid to do anything in the name of protecting or loving loving one or just a few people. Other people may view you in a certain way, but when you are with your people, you're perfectly content and happy. They're the people that make you feel safe, but your environment has taught you to be cold, even if sometimes your emotions leak out uncontrollably. It's alright to let yourself go for a while. Yeah, that's fair. I agree. I don't think I'm cold, and I don't think I don't think I'm cold. Maybe it's some time in my teenage years when I felt so angsty and like the world was disgusting and all of those things. Perhaps I wanted to be a little bit cold, but now I don't think I'm cold. I do think my emotions are always like leaking out uncontrollably, you know? It's alright to let yourself go for a while. That is really cute. I'll try to do that. Ivan is the most common one. Next is Luca. Next is Hyuna. Then Sua, Missy, Till, Durian. Who the fuck is Durian? Acorn? This guy had a name? His name was Acorn? Okay. Durian? Oh. Who was this? Tor fucking Tilla. Oh, is this the guy that Ivan didn't let sing? Who the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I think Durian is the guy that sang against Luca that we didn't see, I think. But I'm not sorry for loving you. Ivan, you're so gay. That's a crazy opening line. It's a crazy opening line. You're so gay. You admire those who do what you imagine to be impossible. What? Okay, my Steam just opened. I think you'd enjoy this. Momo Crash from Sandachi.
Erat_4 Eva Chi resubbed for 31 months. Holy moly.
Holy moly! Thank you for the resub, Kirechi! Mwah! How are you doing? Thank you so much! Thank you, thank you! This game is a rhythm... Oh! Rhythm action game in which the player purifies souls by pinching them with girls' thighs? The player controls the thighs and pinches the floor... What? What is this game, Sandachi? What? What is that? And Benji Taco gifted me another thing. My Boy Sue. My Boy Sue is a unique idol Sue game brought to life with your own voice. Record your sounds through the microphone and turn them into animal calls, creating a one-of-a-kind Sue found nowhere else. Start building your very own Sue, complete only with your voice. ¿Qué al mismo tiempo? I don't know, but both of them popped up out of nowhere. Like, Steam just opened from, like, out of nowhere. It was weird. Thank you for the game. What is that game about? Momo Crash. I did see the My Boy Sue, but I didn't understand the mechanics. I was like, what? How does this game work? Okay, I'll play them though. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I think you'd enjoy it. What was the name? Momo Crash? Momo... Oh, it is literally thighs. Okay. Can I stream this? Is this TOS? I don't know if I can stream this. Well, technically, there's nothing like NSFW about it. It's not like you can see panties or anything like that, but they are squishing things with their thighs. I don't think you should stream it. Wait, for real? What the hell? Okay, fair. I won't stream it. I won't stream it. You admire those who do what you imagine to be impossible because they do what you can't. You're pictured to be perfect, but in reality, when you let yourself get attached, you're hopelessly obsessive and self-sacrificial. It's one of your biggest faults. You tell yourself to never be selfish and act on this, and tell yourself you would never, but restricting yourself is going to hurt more than anything in this life, and you know that. It's for the best. Learn how to love gently the way you want to. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute little line. Learn how to love gently. I like that. I like that. And PJ also got this. Yeah, from PJ, you're so gay. That's like the best opening line. Honestly, he should have stopped reading after this. Like, that's so accurate. That's everything he needs to hear, honestly. I mean, you can. I don't know. I literally saw it and was like, a gift to Poopy. Maybe I would need to check if the game fits TOS. Perhaps. All right. What the hell? That was Alien Stage. Holy moly. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Like I said, my favorite songs, I love the first song, the Alien Stage song, and then the Clematis one was really cool. And then Black Hollow was really cool. And then the one with Yvonne and Till was really cool. And then Tick Tick or Blink Gone was really cool. I like those. Those were my favorite songs. I like the deep dive too. The universe is also very, very interesting. It's very well thought of, which is really cool. I love seeing people that make their own like universes and stuff. That is so cool. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your bitches up. How about that? Black Sorrow, Alien Stage, bass. Damn. I think bass is it's such an attractive instrument to play. I don't know how to I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. But I think bass is just like if you play the bass, you're attractive. If you play the drums, you're attractive. You know? Does that make sense? Wait, now I want to do Peak Cruise. I love Peak Cruise. Now I'm stuck with the funk in my brain.